In a culture obsessed with competition, we're taught to hustle harder, climb faster, and leave others behind. But my next guest believes there's a better way, one where success lifts everyone, not just a few. In her new book, Uncompete, Seattle author Ruchika Malhotra shows us how to redefine success through collaboration, abundance, and community. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me, Kelly.
So you say our competitive culture is causing major burnout. Couldn't agree more. Stress. Why do you think this mindset is so deeply rooted in how we live and work?
Yeah, so the book actually looks at 5 myths that are really long-standing around competition. And one of the big ones is we're hardwired to compete. It makes us better. It makes us more innovative. There's a lot of good research in there that shows none of that is true. It actually pushes back on that idea. It shows that some of the greatest innovations in history have come as a result of collaboration, almost checking the competition mindset out the door. And yet we stay so married to this idea, and it's causing major burnout, both in our relationships and social life, as well as certainly in our professional life too.
Definitely. And you introduced this powerful idea of uncompeting. Before we get into the how, what does that word mean to you?
Yeah, it means rejecting competition, zero-sum thinking, winner-take-all, scarcity, like at all costs, that I think we don't even think about it and we co-opt into it. And it's about saying, no, I choose differently and I'm going to be intentional about it.
Beautiful. And in the book, you outline 8 ways to uncompete. Can we walk through a few of them, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the ones that I think is really important is reframing comparison, because I think in our lives we really feel, and this is actually something we are hardwired to do. Competition is not hardwired in us as humans, and I tackled that myth in the book. But comparison really is. And what served us well, is this person a predator? Are they part of my tribe? When we were in our hunter-gatherer days, that makes total sense. What's come as a result, though, is now we compare all the time. Social media has made it so much worse. So a lot of this is about reframing comparison, understanding where envy comes from. I talk about 2 different types of envy in the book and how we can channel envy to be a motivational source rather than one that both makes us feel bad and sabotage others. So that's one of my favorite chapters in the book.
And creating a community too, what does that look like in practice?
Yeah, creating an abundant community specifically. I think one of the things we think is that if someone's in our community, we often have to feel like we stack rank against them, where so much of our success comes from what I call like being around a group of really shiny people who uplift you, empower you. So important for us, especially as women in the workplace.
Definitely. And I love this too, redefine success on our own terms. How do we begin to do that in a world, like you said, that is all about comparison and everyone's kind of measuring where they're at in the world?
Yeah, I'm a child of immigrants. I'm an immigrant to this country. So you can imagine, for me, this idea of success is very like pre-drawn and predestined. And I think so much of our world today, especially at a time of polycrisis, requires us to push back against the idea that success can only look a certain way and really tap into what motivates us, what gives us joy, what makes us feel successful. And I think as we reject the markers that were put on other people, we can actually feel so much joy and peace in ourselves,
This is beautiful advice. What advice do you have for leaders that want to build a more collaborative workplace?
Yeah, great question. I think the number one is to reject competitive norms and institutionalize ideas like we're going to reward collaboration here. Give us examples of collaboration in promotion ideas, in promotion documents, in promotion conversations. In leadership, I've been looking at the research around co-CEO models, co-leadership models. I'm an entrepreneur, so much about entrepreneurship is about building relationships, referral networks, not trying to like keep everything and hoard power and success for yourself. It really creates so much of beauty, and I feel so lucky that I got to detail this in the book.
Well, we're so lucky to have you here today. Can't wait to finish your book. Thank you for being here and spending time with us today.
Thank you so much, Kelly.